Hi everybody. Today I would like to discuss about one of the most important topic in second year, male reproductive system of man. Male reproductive system of man. We going to discuss about male reproductive system of man. Before going to recap, what is reproduction? The reproduction can be defined as the production of one or more offspring by an existing organism. This capacity has enabled the origin and propagation of various forms of life on Earth. Reproduction involves two distinct sexes, is the characteristic feature of all forms of life and has played a prominent role in the origin and species and diversity of life by bringing together many characters. Okay, giving rise to entirely new organisms. The reproduction giving rise to entirely new organisms. The primary function of sex is to contribute gametes, and the primary sex characters are the gonads, testes in males and ovaries in females. Testes in males and ovaries in females. Okay. Fertilization is internal. Fertilization is internal and fetus development inside the uterus of the mother. Hence they are called viviparies. Hence they are called viviparies. All human beings are viviparies. Female reproductive system is extremely modified to enable internal fertilization and the maintenance of pregnancy. Let us discuss the male reproductive system. First of all, where is the location of male reproductive system? The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. Please look at the diagram and video. The male reproductive system located on the pelvis region. The male reproductive system includes, what are the parts in the male reproductive system? A pair of testes, accessory ducts. Accessory ducts includes retate testes, vasa efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. Accessory glands includes a pair seminal vesicles, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. And finally, the male external genitalia or penis also one of the part in male reproductive system. These are the parts in male reproductive system. Next one we discuss about the testes. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. We observe the video. Where is the located of the testis? Outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. Here one of the most this is the scrotum, these are the testes, a pair testis located in the here. One of the important function of scrotum. The scrotum helps maintaining the lower temperature of the testis, approximately 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than normal internal body temperature. This lower temperature necessary for spermatogenesis. So this is the function of scrotum. Once again, what is the function of scrotum? The scrotum maintains the lower temperature of the testis approximately 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than the normal internal body temperature. This lower temperature necessary for spermatogenesis. In adults, each testis in oval in shape, pinkish oval shape. What is the shape of the testis? Oval. What is the color? Pink color. What is the length of the testis? Let us discuss about. Approximately the length is 4 to 5 centimeters in length and width about 2 to 3 centimeters. Once again, please watch the video in detailed understanding. What is the length? 4 to 5 centimeters in length and 2 to 3 centimeters width. That is the length and width of the testis. And another one, each testis is about 250 compartments called testicular lobules. testicular lobules. Each testis is about 250 compartments is called 250 compartments is called testicular lobules. Please observe the testicular lobules. Please observe the testicular lobules. How many testicular lobules? 250 testicular lobules in each testis. So, another we discuss about these testicular lobules. Each lobule contain 1 to 3 highly coiled. Each lobule contain 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which sperms are produced. In which sperms are produced. So, what is the function of each tubule? Once again, each lobule. How many lobules? 250 compartments. Each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which the sperms are produced. Each seminiferous tubule is lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells and Sertoli cells. Each seminiferous tubules is lined on its inside. Each seminiferous tubules is lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells, and male germ cells is also called spermatogonial mother cells is also called, and another cells called Sertoli cells. So each seminiferous tubules, what are the two types of cells? Spermatogonial mother cells is also called male germ cells, and another one is Sertoli cells. So what is the function of how the divide the male germ cells and what is the function of Sertoli cells? Let us we see about the next slide. First of all, the male germ cells undergo the male germ cells undergo meiotic division. The male germ cells undergo meiotic division. The male germ cells undergo meiotic division and leading to sperm formation. Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cells. Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cells and also produce a hormone called inhibin which suppress the secretion of FSH. FSH means follicle stimulating hormone. The region outside the seminiferous tubule called interstitial spaces. The region outside the seminiferous tubule called interstitial spaces contain blood vessels and interstitial cells are leading cells. Interstitial cells are leading cells. Okay. Interstitial cells are leading cells. The interstitial space contains some blood vessels and interstitial cells are leading cells. What is the function of, you observe where is the interstitial cells or leading cells? The space between germ cell and Sertoli cells, that is called interstitial cells or leading cells. What is the function of leading cells? The leading cells can synthesize and secrete a testicular hormone called androgens. The testicular hormone called androgens. The leading cells can synthesize and secrete male sex hormone or testicular hormone called androgens. The most important in testosterone. One of the most important in androgen is testosterone. What is the function of the testosterone? It controls the development of secondary sexual characters and spermatogenesis. The testosterone controls the development of secondary sexual characters and spermatogenesis. The male accessory glands include retate vasa efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. The seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vas efferentia through retate. The seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vasa efferentia through a retate. And so the retate leads to seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vas efferentia through retate. The vas efferentia leaves into epididymis. The epididymis open into the The seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vas efferentia through rete testis. Rete testis. So, another one, the vas efferentia leaves the testis and open into epididymis. The epididymis leads to vas deferens and open into the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder receives a duct from seminal vesicles and open into the urethra as the ejaculatory duct. The ducts store and transport the sperms from the testis to the outside through urethra. The urinary bladder receives duct from the seminal vesicles and open into the urethra as the ejaculatory duct. So the duct of seminal vesicles and urinary bladder unite to form urethra and as the ejaculatory duct. The duct stores these ducts. What are these ducts? Ejaculatory duct stores and transport the sperms from the testis to the outside through urethra. The ducts store and transport the sperms from the testis to the outside through urethra. Okay? Understand, my dear students? Store and transport the sperms from the testis to the outside through urethra. Okay? And next one, so observe the glands, two types of glands, prostate glands and bulbourethral glands. And also, and one of the important, this is the ejaculatory duct, they produce lubricants, the secretion of three types of glands. What are three types of male glands in man? First of all, seminal vesicles, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. Secretions of these three glands constitute seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. The secretions of seminal vesicles and prostate gland and bulbourethral gland constitute seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. The secretions of these glands constitute seminal plasma. What are the seminal vesicle secretions, prostate gland secretions, and bulbourethral gland secretions? These three secretions is called this seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose. So, which is rich in fructose. What are the finally the part is male external genitalia. The male external genitalia is also called penis. Is made up of a special tissue. This tissue helps in erection of the penis and facilitate insemination. The enlarged end of the penis is called glans penis. Covered by a loose fold of skin is called foreskin. Okay, this is the completion of male